Hey everybody, Ryan here again. Alright, last video about stats. I had the NHL team stats. So this is just combined all the players, all the goalies, everybody, just the categories of where the teams are, what they're doing. Alright, in the win category, we have Toronto with the lead with 11 wins. Boston and Tampa had 10. Then we have Edmonton, St. Louis, Vegas, Montreal, and Carolina with 9 wins. Philadelphia, Winnipeg, and Florida with 8. Honestly, for me, the most surprising one there would probably be Florida. I'm surprised Boston's done as well as they have. I didn't expect them to be as good as they have been so far, but I also didn't put it out of the realm of possibility. Where Florida, I figured they'd just be god-awful, but no, they actually have had a decently good year so far. They even embarrassed Tampa the other night. But then again, Tampa embarrassed them next night, so all's fair. But that's where it's at. I mean, I honestly wouldn't have seen them there in Montreal. I did not expect them to do as good as they have. So I'm sure Montreal fans are excited right now, and they probably should be. Same with Florida fans. But it's also a small part of the season. We still got, if they decide to stay at 56 games, we have till the 56 game mark, in which case someone like Edmonton, who's played 16 games already, has 40 games left in the year. Where someone like Carolina has, let's see, they have 44. So that's where we're at. There's also some teams like New Jersey, who has only played 9 games. So they have 47 to go. So some teams have a lot longer than others. Alright, loss category. I hate going over the bad categories, but you kind of have to. Ottawa has the most losses with 12. Vancouver, 11. Detroit, 10. Nashville, 9. Edmonton and San Jose are tied with 7. The Rangers, Ducks, Coyotes, Kings, and Flames all with 6. Probably the most surprising would be Vancouver. Who the heck saw Vancouver going 7 out of 11 in their first 18 games? I don't think anybody would have figured they'd be that bad. Maybe like a 500 team? Like 9-9, I could see, but they really have been embarrassed the last 6 games before the win yesterday. I feel kind of bad for them because of how good they were in the playoffs, but they also lost quite a bit in the free agency, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Nashville's also been kind of surprising how bad they've been. I mean, 6-9. Wait, is that right? Yeah, that's 15 games right there. 6-9. I'm kind of surprised they've been as bad as they have with who they have, but right now Johansson's out, so that hurts a bit, but he wasn't playing that good to begin with. So it's really not losing a whole lot either by losing him at this point. Alright, points-wise, we have Toronto in first with 23, so they're the best team in the entire league. Hey, Toronto fans should be happy right now. No, get rid of Anderson. Who said that? This is the Toronto fans. We hate them all. Wow, Toronto fans can be very mean. Yes, they can be, but they also expect the best. That's not always a bad thing, but when you don't get the best, sometimes you gotta settle for the next best. Because the salary cap era, you can't have all the best players, unfortunately, anymore. Although you did have Curtis Joseph with that awesome helmet there for a while. That was pretty awesome. Alright, oops, sorry, I skipped past. Boston is next with 22 points. I didn't expect them to do as good as they did, but hey, they're proving us wrong right now. Those of us who thought they'd be terrible. Well, not terrible. I didn't think they'd be terrible. I thought it'd be mediocre, but hey, they're doing better than I thought. Tampa is next with 21. St. Louis, Montreal had 20 points. Montreal is surprising because I don't think anybody expected them to do as good as they have. We all expect them to improve, but they've been blowing people out of the water. It's been a really good year for them so far. Vegas is next with 19. Edmonton, Carolina, Philly, Florida, Columbus, and Chicago have 18 points each. Columbus has been turning around, but they've been kind of hit and miss. But they've had a really fudgy year. I mean, the whole Dubois thing, that just threw everything out of the water. They had the trade. Then they had Patrick Laine benched for a period at one point because he mouthed off to an assistant coach. Then they had Mikko Koivu just decide to retire. It's like, good God, what is happening with this team? But hey, they still are tied for 7th best in the entire league with 18 points. You know what? It seems to be working out. Alright, on to goals against. This one is led by Vancouver. Vancouver has allowed the most goals against. I don't think anybody saw that coming. I mean, just has not been a good year for Vancouver to start this year. It really has not. Ottawa's next, 64. I think most people would have expected that. This one, honestly, is a bigger shock than even Vancouver. Nashville, a team that's supposed to be one of the best defensive teams in the entire league, has allowed 52 goals against already on the year, and they've only scored 35. What? I mean, I know Ekholm is out right now, but that's only been a couple of games. What is happening? This team, Nashville, has been terrible all around, offensively and defensively. It's the Matt Duchene curse. Don't deny its strength because it sucks the life from you. Sorry, had to go there. Edmonton also has 52 goals against. That is not as surprising because they score a massive amount of goals, so shocker. Columbus also 52 goals against. That's a bit surprising because I don't think Tortorella likes that right there. That's gonna make Tortorella yell at people, and we know how that can be. Detroit 51 goals against. That's not surprising. San Jose 48. San Jose fans are going, yeah, we're not the worst. Yeah, but you're still not scoring either, so it doesn't help you. Chicago 47 goals against. Not surprising, but surprising they're still winning as much as they are, considering that they aren't scoring as much as they've been allowing. St. Louis 46 goals against. Kind of surprising. Their defense has been really meh. I mean, I don't think everybody's that surprised because of Pietrangelo leaving, but I don't think we expected it to be that bad that quick either. And then Pittsburgh 44 goals against. I think some people saw that one coming. I mean, Mike Matheson is not the answer on that defense. Although I gotta admit, he has played better than I thought he could. So, who knows, maybe he does better, but the rest of them aren't doing much either, but they also have a lot of injuries there too. Alright, goals against per game average. Ottawa allows 4 goals a game. That's awful. But not surprising. I don't think anybody is that surprised by Ottawa doing that. The next one surprising. Vancouver, 3.72 goals against a game. Why? Why are you this bad, Vancouver? Why do you torture your fans so much? It just isn't fair anymore. Be nice. San Jose, 3.69 goals against. I'm going to lose my objectivity here. As a Ducks fan, I'm going, you suck. But at the same time, my family is a bunch of Sharks fans, so I feel kind of bad for them. So good for so long, and now, yeah, not so much. Oh, that was like my team too, the Ducks. Good for a while, and they're back to bad again. Pittsburgh, 3.67 goals against. Washington, 3.58 goals against. Nashville, 3.47. LA, 3.31. LA is actually not as bad as I thought they would be in the goals against. I honestly thought that'd be worse. I think a lot of people did. Edmonton, 3.25. And Columbus also 3.25 against. Oh, they both allowed 52 goals in 16 games. So yeah, that makes sense. Detroit, 3.19 goals against. So Detroit's doing pretty good too, honestly, compared to Vancouver or San Jose or Pittsburgh. Well, San Jose, I don't think that was as much a surprise. But Nashville, wow. Alright, on to goals for. This is the good category. 55 goals for Edmonton. Vancouver, 53. So Vancouver's putting goals in, but they're allowing a lot of goals. 53 goals for, 67 against. That is not a recipe for winning. Toronto also 53 goals against. Considering that your top team in the league, they have allowed a lot of goals. It's kind of surprising. Or they scored a lot of goals. I'm sorry, this is not goals against, this is goals for. This is a good category. What am I talking about? The one about Vancouver sticks, though. You can't score a lot of goals and allow more than what you score and still win a lot. I mean, Edmonton, 55 goals for, compared to, let's go back here, 52 goals against. Not great, but they still scored more than they have allowed. Montreal, 52 goals for. Kind of surprising. I mean, I figured they'd improve, but they really improved in the offensive area. St. Louis, 51 goals for. Tampa, 50. That's all your 50-goal teams right there. Definitely not going to see Anaheim in there. They're more down at the very, very bottom down there. They're terrible offensively. You got Chicago and Winnipeg with 47, Columbus and Philly with 46. Alright, goals for per game. Top team is Tampa, 3.85. They're the closest to 4 goals a game, but they're not quite there either. Washington, 3.58. Philadelphia, 3.54. Toronto, 3.53. Montreal, 3.47. And then it goes down from there. I mean, you can see the numbers. I mean, the most surprising team on there would be, I guess, Montreal. Because I figured they'd improve, but I didn't figure they'd improve that much, that quick. Because they weren't the greatest offensive team last year. And this year, they flipped around, but dang, good on them. I mean, doesn't hurt to see that. And Dallas was not a great offensive team last year either, but they're doing well in the goals for per game. Although they haven't done great in the last few games, but it is what it is. Some teams have that one team, and theirs evidently is Carolina. Alright, power play percentage. The top power play team, not a surprise, Washington. We ain't got that Alex Ovechkin cannon. You're going to have a good power play one way or the other. Because you also have Nicholas Backstrom out there. Kuznetsov can be out there. You got Tom Wilson standing in front of the net. You got John Carlson who can shoot it from the point. Orlov, I think, plays some time on their power play. I think the second unit. So, I mean, it's a good power play. It's hard to beat that power play. So, I mean, they're a great team. Not a surprise. Chicago, really, really doing good on the power play. 34.7%. I mean, that's why they're doing so well. I mean, yeah, they're 7-5-4. But they're actually, I believe, third in their division right now. So, that power play is helping. Then the best team in the league has 34.1%. Toronto. Not surprising. They got, like Washington, they got a ton of weapons. So, it's not surprising they're doing as well as they are. Next up will be Dallas, 33.3%. They were helped by that stretch in the beginning of the year. That first game alone, 5 for 8, I think they were on the power play against Nashville. Their first game of the year. That's going to help you, but it has not helped them against Carolina. Florida's next, 32.4%. Buffalo, 30.8%. Tampa, not as good, 28.3%. I mean, it's still good, but kind of surprising they're as low as there, but not that surprising because you've had Kucherov out all year so far. Steven Stamkos has missed the last couple of games, 2 or 3 games. Cirelli's now injured too. So, I mean, this power play is going to take a hit losing those type of guys. But they're still doing pretty good. Boston, 27.3. Colorado, 26.9. That one would be, I guess, surprising. But Edmonton's surprising too at 24.6. I mean, they've done alright on the power play, but it's just surprising to see them that low. Usually, I mean, you got McDavid and Draisaitl. You should be higher than that. Alright, penalty kill percentage. Colorado is killing it on the penalty kill. Pun intended there. 89.7% on the penalty kill for Colorado. Boston, 88%. And this one's a surprise to me. Anaheim, 87.2%. Look at that god-awful power play percentage they have. Although Minnesota is actually worse than them, but 8.8%. how are you 4th in your division? How? I won't complain about it, but dang. Improve that power play if you want to succeed. But anyways, they're actually doing really good in the penalty kill, 87.2, considering they're one of the most penalized teams in the league. That means they're killing a lot of penalties. But again, they have, I think, 4 shutouts, or 3 shutouts on the year. So, yeah. Next would be Minnesota, 86.4. Not surprising, they're a really good defensive team, so it's not surprising their penalty kill is good. Tampa Bay doing pretty dang good on the penalty kill as well, 84.8. New York Rangers, 84.4. Vegas, 84.2. Then you got Arizona, 84. Los Angeles has been doing pretty good on the penalty kill, 83.7%. Buffalo, 82.6. Now, I have to admit, I looked at this on Friday. Wait, was it Friday? Yeah, Friday. I looked at this. San Jose was ranked 6th on Friday. No, actually, I'm sorry. It was Wednesday I looked at it. Wednesday. Then they had the game against LA where it lost 6-2 and allowed 3 power play goals. Then Saturday it lost to Vegas and they allowed 3 power play goals. They're now down to 22. They're ranked 22nd in the penalty kill. That was their saving grace last season. They were the best penalty kill by a mile. Nobody was close to them last year. Not so much this year. Alright, that's all the team stats I got for you. Like I said, I'm going to be doing standings, player, goalie, and team stats every Sunday. See who improves, see who's mediocre, see who can improve. Doesn't hurt. But anyways, that's what I got for you. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified when a new video drops. And other than that, I will make sure to like, comment, and share. I forgot to say that. Alright, other than that, I will see you all next video. Bye, everybody.